Hey, it's Thomas here, and today we're going to do a quick review on Marineland's new Magnum. It's still a polishing filter, among other things, but now it's internal instead of external, which has some benefits. Marineland has completely reinvented their Magnum filter. What was once a canister filter or a hang-on canister filter is now an internal canister filter, which alleviates a few things for us. With the new in-tank design, you can literally just take the filter, drop it into the tank, suction cup it to the glass, and plug it in. There's nothing else to worry about. Unlike with the old canister version, you'd have to worry about priming, setting up the tubes on the side of the tank, etc. And then the hang-on canister was a little bit more cumbersome to work with, and every now and again you had a leak issue, which was not great. The new version, you don't have to worry about any of that, which is perfect. The new Magnum also includes a media container like the older models did, along with a polyfiber filter pad that wraps around that media container, which means if you wanted to, you could actually set this up as your primary 3-stage filtration. So that would include your mechanical polyfiber filter pad, and then the media container can be split to do both chemical media and then some biological media. In the box, you're going to get the Magnum itself, which is essentially a Marineland 1200 power head with a filter attachment on it. You're also going to get the Marineland pleated cartridge for Micron filtration, which is fantastic, reusable, easy to rinse out. You're going to use that thing forever. You're also going to get that media container with some carbon, so you could add that right in. And you're going to get that polyfiber filter pad, but if you did want to use it as 3-stage filtration, you're going to want to pick up some biological media separately. Marineland's decision to take the Magnum into an internal filter direction has really increased the filter's ease of use and made it one of the best maintenance tools you can have in your arsenal. Basically, at the drop of a hat, you can have a water polishing canister to clear up your water after a water change or maybe before a dinner party, or you could add carbon, phosphate media, any kind of absorption chemical media to deal with any kind of problem that might pop up, like tannins in your water, that's your carbon. Maybe you have some algae blooms going on. Phosphate remover will help cure that. You know, you can do whatever you need to with this thing. There's no limits. Basically, you've got a water polisher and a chemical media reactor, so you can tackle any issues that might come up on the fly, which means you don't have to dive into your main filter, be it a canister filter or hang-on, to try to swap out media. That can be a mess and waste your time when you could just be dropping in the Magnum. Now you can repair or replace your primary filter without worrying about a tank crash. I often advocate having a backup filter on hand just in case something happens to your primary filter. Maybe you didn't have the parts you needed to fix it, maybe it's obsolete, so getting parts is going to be hard, maybe it burnt out completely, and now you're without a filter. Well, if you've got the Magnum that you already use for water polishing and tank maintenance, if your main filter goes down, you can just take a little bit of the biological media from that filter, pop it into your Magnum, and now that Magnum is going to keep your tank running, happy and healthy while you find yourself a new primary filter. The Magnum's got a high GPH rating at 290 gallons per hour, which is more than enough tank turnover for many tanks, up to almost 100 gallons. And even for 100 gallons, you can get away for more than a few days with running this canister internally instead of worrying about replacing your primary filter immediately, which is hectic. Give yourself a few days of peace, of mind, and body and soul. Long story short, the redesigned Marineland Magnum can now fill multiple roles a lot easier than its predecessors, making it extremely versatile and a key maintenance tool. So for all of us aquarists out there who have been looking for the new necessity, this is it. This is that thing you want to have on hand because it's going to make your life a lot easier in many different aspects of aquarium keeping. If you'd like to check out or maybe pick up the Marineland Magnum, click right here. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments section below or reach out to us on social media like Facebook or Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have new videos coming out every week. We've also got Instagram now, so feel free to check that out. And as always, you should keep on tanking because that's the thing to do. What would life be without tanking? Boring. Sad. Fishless. If you want to check out or pick up the Marineland, got your circulation and your water polishing and your chemical media reacting and your backup filtering and all the ings. You're also going to get that pleated Micron cartridge, which is cartridge. You're going to get that cartridge. Go get that cartridge.